What's up, guys? Welcome to Slops Locks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen this show before, you're going to want to do yourself a favor. Subscribe to this channel right now because you don't want to ever miss another one of these. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce you to today's panel. The first guest from BetQL, she's in the Thunderdome all the time. She pretty much lives here. We don't care because we like her. From BetQL, what's up, Lucy Burdge?
What's up, you guys? I am really excited to be here and to win, obviously, and potentially also sweep in the process.
Oh, a sweep. Because a sweep would actually help a lot because you know what the psychopaths are doing, Lucy? They're parlaying all these picks, even though it's 9 of them.
Exactly. A lot of mortgages. We are supplementing.
Yes. Yep. Correct. And that's the best way to supplement your mortgage. Everyone knows that is parlays. Everyone knows that.
100%.
All right. The other guy down the bottom, you haven't seen him in here before, but I see him all the time. I see him every Friday. I do a show with these guys from 4 for 4 football. The great Ryan Noonan. What's up, Ryan?
Slop twice a day today. I'm really excited about this day. Like, this is a good Friday. This is a good way to start the weekends, get things rolling. We get bangers in the morning and we get bangers in the afternoon. And I'm really excited about Lucy supplementing my mortgage. So I'm excited to be here and see how this goes.
Awesome. Ryan does a lot of tackle props, Lucy. He is what I would call the tackle prop king. I've never even seen a guy do tackle props, yet he does them and does them well. So this should be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Before we get going, though, Lucy, you said you saw a video of Bill Belichick doing the walk of shame? I haven't seen that yet.
Or as the media is supposed to say, allegedly him, if it's even real. If it's even real of Bill Belichick, there is a ring camera video of Bill Belichick going around that, I cannot stop thinking about. Okay. He looks phenomenal in this video. And today in Germany, he's all smiles. So I only would have to surmise that he very much is pleased about how he looks in this video.
Okay. And you said he had no shirt on?
No shirt on. Topless Bill Belichick.
As soon as this show's over, I'm going to go check that out.
Oh, you have to, Slop.
That seems like, yeah. I didn't know that was there. I was actually looking up bangers this morning.
Yeah, I know. It's all business, but yeah.
Instead, yeah, but nice. Well, Lucy's our Boston sports correspondent as well, Noonan.
Yes.
Those are my people. I'm in the Midwest now, but I'm a New Englander, born and raised. So those are my people.
Love that.
Yeah,
nice. We have a New England sweep right here
That's
already.
True. Yep. Slop's a asshole now, so yeah,
transplant. Correct. Yeah, correct. They call it a blow-in, I think here, and I don't know if that's a term of endearment, but I like it. I fully embrace being a blow-in. I'll be a blow-in. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine as long as I'm here. I like it here. All right. So, anyways, enough about me, enough about Lucy, enough about Ryan. You guys came for bangers, and we're going to supply them. If you haven't seen the show before, what we're each going to do is give one pick each, snake draft style, until we each have 3 picks. Whoever ends up with the most units at the end of this thing wins the whole thing. Lucy, you won last week. I forgot to post the graphic that Nigel gave me, but he did give it to me on Tuesday, and I will say congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's exciting.
Thanks for it. I think she won, right, Nigel? I can't hear Nigel. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say you won.
Okay.
All right, so this week, since you won, I'm going to go first. Nigel picked this, not me. Lucy's going to go second. Then Ryan's going to go third. Snake draft style. I'm sure everyone's familiar with that. What that means. I'm going to stop stalling. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jared Goff, 275 plus passing yards, plus 105 at DraftKings, might be the greatest bet of all time. We're talking first half possibly on this thing. Here's the thing. The Lions are playing the Chargers, right? Everyone knows that. The Chargers do not stop the pass. I've been reading articles, though, about how they do stop the pass recently. They fixed it. Guess what, guys? I found the flaw. They haven't played an NFL quarterback in 2 weeks. They played T-Bag from the Bears and somebody else. Who did they play last, Ryan? Do you know?
Last week they played Zach Wilson, so that definitely is not an NFL quarterback. Yeah.
Not an NFL quarterback. So that's why their pass defense got fixed. The last time they saw an NFL quarterback was Patrick Mahomes. He threw for like 2,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. So I think more of the same this week. 275, not a very big number for Jared Goff. He does this all the time. I'm now 1-0. Lucy, you're up. Let's go.
I like that very much. I am going to start off with a college pick, and that is Michigan -4.5 against Penn State. Michigan is undefeated, 9-0. They are 4-4-1 against the spread. Penn State failed to cover 2 of their last 3 spreads. One of those I bet on, which I am not happy about. So very mad at Penn State right now. So Michigan, I think, is going to roll over them. Penn State offense has also been pretty inconsistent, judging also by the spread that I bet on them on, and they did not cover that. So this offense is horrible, I'm going to say. Michigan is one of the best college football teams in the country. So I like Michigan to cover here, -4.5.
Ryan, do you like the rage bet from Lucy? We haven't seen a lot of rage bets from Lucy.
Oh, I love rage betting.
Huge spite bet fan. I believe there's a wise young man by the name of John Hyslop that once told me that if you bet on something and you lost money on it, they owe you money now. So you then have to go back and bet them again because they literally owe you money. So Lucy is of the right frame of mind here. Go back and get your money. Plow through the cheating allegations, right? You could have some narrative driven, like, hey, we want to absolutely boat race these teams. You think we're cheating? We're going to show you what's going on. So lean into it. I like it. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to betting on a team with cheating allegations. Patriots forever. Let's go. Whoever said that about spite betting and that they owe you money is a very smart man.
Yeah, thank you. Also young too, from what Ryan said.
Very young.
So, Ryan, you're up next.
Well, Slop, I'm trying to do these on the fly, like we said, and I'm going to, because you led me to water, and I want to continue. We can help the people. If they don't want to build, a 9-leg parlay, we can at least give them some same game parlay action. Let's stay in the spot that you went here and touch on some more legs here for the Lions. Chargers, you want to throw against them. And they play a ton of zone, and we get Goff in a dome, essentially like indoors against the zone defense. He absolutely cooks. And we're seeing the Chargers play zone on 75% of their snaps this season. They play a ton of cover 6. And if you break that down, Goff has a 80% completion percentage against cover 6 defenses. And who does he target in those scenarios? You're probably not surprised to find out that it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. 33% target share. It's almost 38% when you get up to a cover 6 look. So he absolutely eating 3.5 yards per route run. Over 6.5 receptions for Amon-Ra is -125, -130 out there in some spots as well. So readily available. We've been seeing Amon-Ra 7.5 at times. So getting him at 6.5 at a pretty good price, I like that quite a bit and really fits here with what Slop's building as well. So Amon-Ra over 6.5 receptions.
That's what we like to call correlation on the streets, Ryan. So that's good. That's good for the psychopaths that are going to parlay all this. I do not endorse that, but I think you're awesome for doing it. Ryan, go again, bro. Go again.
Let's stay in the world of this is Slop. Sometimes the running backs, but I'm going to go with a little bit of narrative and coach speak. If you've heard Antonio Pierce coming out of that game last week, really talking about kind of old school mentality. Hey, we want to lean. We want to get Josh Jacobs to the century mark. We want to give him the ball and let's lean on him and do our thing. 28 touches for him last week. They are absolutely leaning on him. Now, they didn't get him incorporated in the passing game at all, which is kind of surprising. But up against the Jets this week, teams run on the Jets at a higher rate than league average because, again, they have a great secondary. It's hard to throw on them. And teams actually, when they do throw at about a 30% clip to the running back position. So you can get Josh Jacobs over 91.5 combined rushing and receiving. So Pierce wants to get him to the century mark alone on the ground. We're going to kind of bump that up a little bit and get a little bit of help through the passing game here because I think we're going to see some of that with Jacobs this week. So over 91.5 combined rushing and receiving yards, readily available, -115, pretty much any domestic book that you can shop that at.
You know what else is awesome about that? Is the fact that the Jets cannot score or move the ball. So once the Raiders score 3 points, they've now had the game in hand. They can just run the clock out with Josh Jacobs. So I do like that.
Slop, we're going to give a bonus play. We don't have it yet, but we're going to be able to get CJ Mosley over 9.5 tackles probably. We're going to play that when it comes out on the Jets side. He's going to eat in the spots. It's not out there yet, Projections like him quite a bit. Good spot. Raiders have a very good scorekeeper in terms of granting assists. I'll save the listeners. You want a little bit more of that? We get in the weeds here over in 4 for 4 in terms of tackle props. But, CJ Mosley is going to have a nice little day too. That's not out there for the people. But bonus bet, 10 bets for you today.
Cool.
I thought that was a first half line when you said it, Ryan. That's crazy. That's for a whole game. Lucy, Ryan has actually tracked down the scores of tackles for the NFL scores, but they score tackles, but for each team. So he knows he's like trying to track them down individually, though, not just like the.
I'm not proud of this.
Score. He's trying to find their name and where they live. I think on LinkedIn. Yeah. So I'm
not proud of this, Slop, but it's true.
You found like their addresses? And like where their families, like former phone numbers and like all their, like you can do a score report on them, get their credit score.
He wants to know everything about them.
Yeah, I think that's what they call that. They call that research. They call that journalism. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Also, stalking, as some of us have found out before.
Yeah, the definition of that, is a little skewed, I think.
State by state, it's a thing. We're navigating that carefully and being respectful of, what's out there. But there's a subjective layer to tackles, and we need to, explore any avenue we can in terms of making sure the scorekeepers understand what their roles and responsibilities are.
And that's why I hang out with Ryan. Lucy, you're up. Stop stalling.
All right, I'm going to go with a bet that is in sync with the rest of these. Lions -2.5 here. I think they're going to cover against the Chargers. The Lions are coming off their bye week. Chargers are dealing with a shorter week than Monday Night Football. Chargers are 4-4 against the spread. Lions are 6-2 against the spread. They're a spread covering machine. They're my favorite team in football, right under it's tough to say the Patriots. So I'm going to say the Lions because I do love the Roar Boys. They've covered 5 of their last 6 spreads, 5-1 against the spread as the favorite. So I like the Lions to cover here, -2.5. That's where I got this.
Ryan, what do you think of that?
I like it quite a bit. So it's a really rough rest spot for the Chargers here. Like they played on Monday night, in the East Coast. So flying back West Coast, 1 day less rest because you played on Monday. And then you get the Lions coming off of a bye. So these little baked in advantages here, I think matter quite a bit. And, I don't think the Lions like how they played going into the bye. They beat the Raiders, but they got their teeth kind of kicked in by the Ravens in a big spot. I think they want to come back here, kind of solidify this division. And this is a big win in terms of, the playoff seeding is pretty wide open. Like the top seed in the NFC is wide open. So, I could like laying less than 3 here on the Lions. So it's a good look.
A smart man already pointed out on this show, I'm not sure who it was, that the Chargers have not seen an NFL quarterback in a couple weeks now.
Yes,
so,
I believe that was pointed out.
We cannot forget that. When everyone's like, the Chargers fixed their pass defense. It's like, you know what? I don't think that happened. I think that's not true. But anyways, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to a rookie. My guy, Will Levis, I think he's the one that eats bananas with the peels on. Lucy, Will Levis. I think you guys in middle school, so there is that. A lot of
and I did wish him a happy birthday, and he said thank you.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Did you wish him that as a middle school alum or just as Lucy Burdge?
As I just send it to him every day. No, we have connected about this. We follow each other on Instagram. No big deal.
Okay.
We've been in touch.
All right, so All right, so anyways, Will Levis, 225 plus passing yards, plus 105 at Caesars. It's even money other places, but you get the best line, guys. Don't be stupid about this. But anyways, 225 plus is in his wheelhouse. I don't know if you guys watched him on. I think they had a primetime game. I think it was a Thursday game. I was at bowling when I watched this. The kid can throw the ball. He's got a cannon. He's got DeAndre Hopkins. He's also got the Buccaneers who can stop the run. So they're going to have to throw the ball at some point in Tennessee. We will need a little bit of help from Baker Mayfield and them because they're going to have to score to kind of get this game moving. I don't really see a ton of plays. But again, 225 in today's NFL, not a lot of yards, especially at plus 105. This feels easy. Ryan, am I right? I think I'm right.
I feel like the money's already – you can already spend that money and then use that to bet more bets.
Yeah.
Valid point. You know what? If I did that, you know what I would bet? I would take Will Levis 3 touchdown passes plus 750 at Caesars. That's my third bet. Here's the thing. The Buccaneers have not allowed a rushing touchdown all season. All right. You're not just going to run the ball into the end zone. So if you're going to score, you're going to have to throw it.
Yep.
I think Will Levis can do it. He's already thrown 4 touchdowns in a game before. We've all seen him do it. Like, everyone saw it. Like, he's not hiding from anybody. Also, too, we saw the Buccaneers give up 5 touchdowns last week to another rookie, C.J. Stroud. I think the stars are aligning. Like, shit's just happening. Will Levis, 3+ touchdowns, plus 750. I'll do it. I'm crazy. What do you think of that, Lucy?
I love that, especially because my next bet has to do with that. So I am very much into both of those bets, and I love them.
Nice. So are you taking Tennessee, or is there another Will Levis angle that we can play? Like, I think we got Will covered here.
Yeah, we've got Will covered. So what I am doing is I am parlaying Titans money line. Get ready for this. Is my first Thunderdome like parlay of my own little baby parlay into the bigger parlay.
Baby parlay. Yeah.
Right, yeah. This is Titans money line minus 105 and 49ers money line minus 160 parlayed to plus 217 at BetMGM. There's a plus sign there. I don't know if anyone's checked that plus sign there. The 49ers due for a win. I think that their losing streak ends this week, and the Jaguars' winning streak will end, and the 49ers are averaging 27 points scored per game. Jaguars averaging 24. So I think there's an edge here for the 49ers. This is a get-right spot for them. So I like their money line. And then Titans money line, I just trust Will Levis. I think he can get the job done against the Buccaneers. He has that chip on his shoulder that I think is going to carry him through his career, which is absolutely beneficial to him. So I think between Will Levis and Derrick Henry, they can take down the Buccaneers. So I like the Titans money line here as well.
He went to a great middle school too, Lucy.
He did. He went to the country school in Madison, Connecticut. So it's really good stuff. Yeah.
Ryan, we're to the point. You got to bring us home. I mean, me and Lucy have done all we can do on this show.
You guys have done a lot. Yeah.
You drive us on out of here, man. What do you got? Third pick or third bet? Sorry. I hate picks. I like bets. You know what I mean? Like,
third bets. Again, like you might be able to do a same game parlay with this, depending on the book. Some don't let you add some of the defensive props in there, but we're going to give you one. We're going to stay with the Lions. We're going to go with Brian Branch over 3.5 solo tackles against the Chargers. Now, solo tackles are DraftKings, BetMGM, Bet365. Not every book has them, but for the most part, they do. They're out there specifically. I still approve of Brian Branch over 5.5 combined tackles and assists, but we're in LA for the Chargers. Again, back to the scorekeeper piece. The Chargers are the least generous in terms of assists. They have the highest solo tackle rate. So for whatever reason, whoever that scorekeeper is, they don't want to share. They want to give them just to the one person. And when you have someone like Brian Branch who plays a lot of slot corner, sometimes some hybrid safety roles, when you think of how cornerbacks and even safeties often get their tackles, they're often in space. They're not at the line of scrimmage. They're not often in run support. They're typically tackling someone in the open field. So I'm okay in these scenarios going with solo tackles. And then we have both the combination of the position and we have the scorekeeper piece too. And then when you look on the season, 38.5% of the tackles against the Chargers this season have been from cornerbacks. And that's where we have Branch. It's about 8% above league average. So we're getting a nice little bump here. 3.5, very low threshold for Brian Branch. Over 3.5 solos for Branch in the spot. Like it quite a bit.
Does Keenan Allen play into that at all?
It does, right? So Keenan, Branch is probably not going to chase him around blindly. But, again, we know Keenan's going to get fed here with at least 7-8 targets. So Branch being able to, knock him down here. Same thing. You're going to get Eckler in space. Those things are going to help Branch as well. So, yeah, that helps quite a bit.
I like it. All right, so we're working on a new platform of recording this. Nigel wanted to switch. So we don't have a chat, Lucy. You're not going to have to read him, but has he told you what a parlay would pay?
I have not heard yet from Nigel about what that
parlay would be. Well, what was the price on that last pick, Ryan?
Branch is solos minus 125.
Oh, I think that is going to help Nigel figure out what this parlay would actually pay if someone were to bet it. If one of you psychopaths decided, hey, I'm going to parlay all this. Because here's the thing. We've swept before, Lucy. Everyone saw us do it. And Ryan, you heard his 3. There's no chance any of those lose. So
no.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. Nigel's told me what this would be. What would it be? $10 parlay would be $25K. 25 $1,000.
That's That's
There's same game stuff there, and I think that this is a really lucrative parlay.
I would say $10 to get $25,000 is pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not bad.
Just spitballing here, I'm not sure, but I would think it'd be good.
Yeah,
sounds like if you bet $20, you win like $50,000.
Yeah, I would bet like $100.
See,
my mind.
You could probably bet enough money that you could win the Rolls Royce that has been confiscated from the Colorado campus that belongs to Shedeur Sanders. Which I saw today. Well, I saw the headline, but there was no article attached, which was very annoying. But they put one of those like tire like stoppers on his Rolls Royce on campus. Rolls Royce SUV, a college football player driving a Rolls Royce SUV. I'm not going to knock it, but if you parlay this, I think you could probably buy it if they impound it.
I would think so. I mean, and you could say it was once Shedeur Sanders,
right?
So that would probably
that helps with the resale value for sure.
Yeah,
beautiful automobile.
Even if it wasn't his, and you got one just like it, you could still say it was his. No one's gonna.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they going to run the VIN?
Yeah.
How are they? No. Come on. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. I think we just made you 25 grand. We just let you know about Shedeur Sanders' car. Also, to the Bill Belichick, there's a shirtless video. Like we covered everything here. I think we've done all we can do. For these two, it was fun. We will see you later on the live stream, though. So, again, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to make the biggest NBA parlay anyone's ever seen ever. Guaranteed. Me and Nigel, it's probably going to win, too. Also, too, I'm going to join Ryan Noonan on the 4 Show at 3. And Lucy's all over Twitter, so you're going to see her no matter what you do. We'll see you guys later.